Yo, what's going on? So today I really want to sort of bring you into the journey of my NFT sort of art that I'm creating. This one right here. Yeah, boom. So basically that's what we're going to talk about today, is me sort of creating that NFT art and sort of the process and sort of what I was going through, because I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just sort of like trying to figure out as I go along and sort of bring people into the fold so that you can learn as much as you want to, as sort of I'm learning as well, because it's a whole new space. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's get into it. And just a reminder, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so that you're notified whenever I do videos like this. And if you're on the Instagram, make sure you head over to the YouTube channel and check it out as well. So let's get started. So why am I doing an NFT? And basically the reason why is because, you know, I just want to sort of explore that new space. I did a video about 2 weeks ago about NFTs. You know, right now, a lot of things that are out there in the NFT world has been, you know, I don't know the word for it, 2 letters BS, a lot of it, but there are some really good stuff, really good stuff, but there's a lot of BS out there. So, you know, I wanted to sort of get into the conversation, but also not add to the noise. I wanted to sort of start a new conversation because there's no rules when it comes to that NFT sort of world. So basically what I wanted to do is use NFTs to solve a problem in my practice. And that is when it comes to my street art. So street art is very temporary, and it's there for maybe a year, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, 20, 100. It's temporary because, you know, buildings change, walls fall down, developers buy, you know, property and change things up. How do we sort of archive that? And that's something that I wanted to sort of dive deeper into. I know a couple of other artists have been sort of talking about that as well, but I wanted to dive deep into that and figure out a way to where now I can sort of have this one-of-one sort of item, digital item, that represents the mural that used to be, that's no longer there. So that's why I'm doing this NFT. You know, for me to do that, I had to sort of build this world, this 3D world. So I reached out to my friend Michael Sperandeo, who is amazing at anything VR, AR, game building, things like this. So I reached out to him, told him my idea that I wanted to do one of my murals, and the mural that I wanted to do was one I did for Crush Walls Mural Festival 2020, and that was my Thelonious Monk mural I have on the Club Nocturne. So it's a jazz club that it's on. It's a great spot that I do every year. So this is, I think, like the 5th one that I painted, the 5th time I painted that garage door. So I wanted to actually preserve that one because this year it's going to change up again. And I love the entrance of that sort of club as well. So I wanted to get all that stuff around it. So that's basically what we did. So I took a bunch of pictures, showed him, and then he came out, took a bunch of pictures trying to use what's called photogrammetry, basically getting different angles of the wall and of an object so that you're able to build a 3D item based on that picture. So that's what he started to do. And then we got into a conversation about how much of the wall do we want to document, you know, how much of the surrounding area, the environment do we want to document. So that was the discussion when it came to, okay, how big is this sort of archiving? You know, is it just the wall or is it the sort of the street as well? So really what we decided is that because the attention is on the actual mural, the mural will have the detail of the surrounding wall that has a lot of character and sort of things that you sort of pick up on every time you go down in that area that doesn't change from year to year. We wanted to sort of to keep that, but then all the other buildings around it would be somewhat of like grayed out. So less details sort of as you go away from the wall in this 3D space so that you're sort of focused on just that mural. The mural is what is the NFT, right? So that's what we decided to do. And it's great because you get a lot of detail on the wall from those pictures, but he also modeled a lot of the other things around it. He even got the church that's on 28th and Larimer. Basically, you can see the peak of the church, the little tower that goes up there. So, you know, it's a lot of sort of those little things that if you're in the area, you can sort of recognize in the actual 3D world that we built. He's great when it comes to that. Threw it in Unreal Engine. That's what he modeled with. And I'll have his contact in the description so that if you want to reach out to him for something just like this, you're able to get in contact with him to do something similar or to do something of your own, because he is amazing. I just want to share that resource to the world because Michael is definitely numero uno when it comes to people I go to for AR, VR, gaming, Unreal Engine, 3D modeling, things like that. So even as he was modeling, I even went back to the space to actually get some environmental noise so that when you're in that 3D world, it's not just a silent 3D space. It's like a space that has background noise based on what you would really hear in that area, throughout the day. So basically I just took, a couple of minutes of audio of that area, and then we use that in different areas of the 3D space. So you can actually be in the 3D space that we made using your trackpad or mouse and a couple different sort of keys on your keyboard. So you're able to move around and just go wherever you want to. It took about a month to sort of go back and forth and model it. But it was amazing just to put everything together. This is the first one that we did, and I learned a lot on the process. So this is like the debut, and I think the next one that we do will be a lot more sort of interactive and Easter eggs in there as well. You're able to sort of really learn each time you open it up, or present it or display it on, whatever you want to, whoever the buyer is. So this is something, like I said, is very new to me. So I'm just learning, and it's been fun to do it. So like this NFT that I'm doing right now is sort of like a whole new realm of the art practice when it comes to sort of figuring out how to make art, but also solve a problem. So archiving the work so that, the owner of this NFT will have sort of the mural as the physical mural goes away and disappears. So this is something really cool. I think it just goes up from here. So I'm super, super glad that I was able to sort of talk about this stage. And the next stage is just going to be talking about, the whole sort of platform process and sort of getting marketing done, because it seems like you have to bring your audience to those platforms and educate them on how to buy, and also tap into the NFT crypto art sort of collector base that's already there. So I'm just learning everything as I'm going along, and hopefully you have been loving sort of like the information. Like I said, I will have Michael Sperandeo's information in the description so that you're able to reach out to him if you want to, because like I said, he's an amazing individual that can do these different worlds for artists, or if you're with a big corporation, like he can build worlds for you in no time. So I'll have that information there. So hopefully you like this video and you'll come back for the next one, because I definitely want to make sure that I bring you along the next stage of this NFT process, which is getting it out there and sort of on the platforms and listed, so that you're able to learn as well and learn from my mistakes, because I'm going to make a lot of mistakes, but you'll be able to learn from them and do a much better job. So hopefully you like this video, and I will see you next time. Peace.